my end. It was my headset. There's moments where I love it, but at the same time, that some of its sensitivity settings can be a little. All these extra knobs and buttons.
All these squares make a circle.
Okay, can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, internet disconnected there.
Oh.
And as a result, so did the stream.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yeah.
Talos is kind of just standing there, very uncomfortable. Like, it's hard to make eye contact with this guy. Just looking at him directly makes Talos's scales kind of crawl.
Naturally.
So, Cask, do you worship anyone?
What fucking question is that?
Talos is even gonna give it. Even Talos is gonna give him a side eye, like, "What the hell, dude?"
This man has been sitting in that shack with Milo's son for probably a long ass time. He's not used to speaking with people. Give him a break, please.
That's what I said. He's been with us for how long now? At least 2 weeks, give or take.
Okay. So as he kind of looks at you, say, "But of course." Sorry. Getting resituated again. There we go. But of course, small one. That's how Kiss gets his powers. That's how Kiss heals sick. Now, it sounds as if the vultures are busy with their work, circling around, searching. If you all aren't busy, then perhaps you could be of some assistance to Guess.
What sort
That
of assistance?
Depends. What do you ask of us?
In the tree to the east, there's a particular material there that could aid Guess greatly in healing the sick.
Oh, very interesting. What is it? I might know of it.
It is something related to the water. It has a cleansing property to it. If Guess were to contain it, Guess could use it to help many. Perhaps you all are capable. Guess you have capable friends. But Guess hasn't seen them in a long time.
Can you stop being so vague and tell us what it is, at least? It'll help us the search.
What is the name of this friend of yours?
Guess has lots of friends, but they are irrelevant to the current task.
Talos, like, the way he's talking, Talos is doing a lot to not, like, ugh.
In the trunk of the gargantuan tree.
Oh, he's just kinda high. He doesn't like the vibes here.
The waterfall force there, manipulating the water's flow. If you were to go inside and free it, and bring it to me, Gus believes it may look like a crystal of some kind. It would greatly aid Gus.
And how would this help you exactly?
As I said, it has cleansing properties to it. Gus
Can you,
use it to cleanse and help others.
Talos is gonna try thinking
At
back
least,
toward those notes.
tell us what this is, so it would be easier for us to see it, to find it.
Yeah,
mean,
Talos
it's like-
is gonna be thinking back on the notes that he read from Varys to see if what he says might match up with what might be in the notes.
Yeah, go ahead and do a history check as Kes will respond.
Gus cannot see
Oh,
this. Unfortunately,
Uh,
Gus cannot tell you. For Gus is not
Tell-
needed to observe.
Then, wait, you're asking us to find something you don't know the name of. You don't
Talos
know.
is gonna
You at least
use.
describe how it looks.
I'm gonna use one of my
You
lucky.
just called it a plant.
I'm gonna use my second lucky. Wait, this is gonna be my third lucky of the day to re-roll this because
Go for it. 13. As you think
it's like a
back,
net one. I don't want to lose my memories from the net one.
as you think back on the notes, you know that the moat is filled with cascading waters that come from the gargantuan tree. While he didn't note how exactly, he wasn't sure exactly how the water was coming from the tree. He assumed perhaps an underground spring or something. He did note that the particular waters are extra clean and seem to have some almost a magical property to them.
Sorry, were you speaking to me?
No.
Yeah, Talos is kind of like stroking his the approximation of his chin, thinking.
Heading into the tree and finding the source of this cleansing magic. Gus believes he can use it to help others. Gus cannot leave to go find it himself. He is
As he kind of looks towards the corner to him.
busy. Since your friend is being searched for, and you have nothing else to do, perhaps you'd be willing to go and help the people in the city by delving into the tree and retrieving this.
We will certainly do our part.
Thank you, friends. Now, I must go. Another patient is waiting.
As he then turns and starts making his way back into the quarantine zone.
Does anyone know where this tree is?
Think so. That guy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Didn't really give us much information to go off of for the plant.
I'm not liking this. Not at all.
Well, we want to figure all this out. I guess right now we don't really have a choice, do we?
No. I suppose not. Or at least from what
As
I can see.
Soren goes to kind of like as a motion to smack him on the back, but instead he kind of just smacks him on the ankle. Well, let's get going then, I guess.
What about you, Milo? Dane?
Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay, it just got quiet there. I was like, hello?
I was waiting to see if anyone else had anything to say. Oh, I just noticed that Dane just typed he'll be right back.
Oh. About Milo.
Got nothing else to add.
Hmm. Talos is definitely going to be like holding the holy sigil, Ferris's sigil again. Especially knowing that he doesn't have that, he is very concerned for our comrade. Especially since it might have led down here toward the quarantine zone. That he's getting Talos is getting a lot of bad vibes.
Understandable. And as you kind of continue to stand there, everyone just not quite sure. You see a few other crows make their way past you all. A few of them kind of turn their head to look to you, and then shrug and continue making their way down the road.
This whole situation's becoming even more than what we could have possibly anticipated. The fact that they were able to get the jump on Varus, that is even more concerning.
Yeah.
Soren just
Strange things are happening.
stands there just like, I don't know who this guy is.
Well, we best try to get ourselves situated and make a strategy on what to do next.
Alright, so what are you all
Oh.
doing?
Oh crap! Give me just a sec. Someone is knocking on our front door.
Police,
Sorry about
open
that.
up.
Soren's gonna start walking towards the tree that Kesk has was talking about.
I'll give to you that it's not too hard to find. He indicated the giant gargantuan tree that's set to the west of the village. And you know, in order to get there, you have to go through the front gates.
Okay. Anyone else want to go with me, or am I making it? Do you guys think I'm making a bad decision? Well, I guess it's only
I'm
Milo here.
assuming all of us are going to be going that way.
Gotcha.
Since, like you said, what else are we going to do?
Yeah.
I really just like knowing who Kesk is and not just having a new NPC.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
He's just a plague doctor who's doing what he can to.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey, turns out it was the cops.
Oh,
Yeah, apparently there was a domestic disturbance down the street, and they wanted to know if we heard anything. And luckily, they're questioning my family members that actually did hear stuff going on downstairs, so they're talking to them.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so it was like, yeah, it turns out it was the cops.
I was just doing that as a joke.
Yeah,
Why couldn't you do
walked
this,
out.
Sim? You jinxed it.
Like I opened the door and I'm like, oh, hello, officer.
Oh, jeez.
How do you do, fellow enforcers of law?
Yeah, so apparently it was a domestic disturbance down the street. Like, obviously, me being up here doing DD, I didn't hear a damn thing. But apparently, some of the family downstairs, apparently they heard loud shouting. Nothing audible, like where they could understand, but they could definitely. It was a few houses down, but it was loud enough where they could hear it.
Dang.
So apparently, there's more officers that are down closer to the houses close by to those place, but the houses over here are pretty spread out. So. I'll figure out what's going on later. And I asked my family, I was like, so, what happened? What happened? Okay.
And is Dane back just yet?
doesn't appear so.
Nope.
I have just returned.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Who has spoken the ancient words?
Who has summoned me?
For 1,000 years I have slumbered. Who has disturbed my hey best buddy?
Alright,
Yo,
so, Tylo says I had to ask a question to Dane and Milo and Soren, if you remember what the question was.
Oh, what was that?
Talos.
No, oh, sorry, I didn't quite catch it.
More or less, what the fuck we doing?
Well, we could probably start heading to that tree and doing and checking that out. Or if you want, we could try to see if we can scope out anything around here. Oh, I'm pretty sure the crows may have some words for that.
You mean vultures?
Vultures, bird people, birds. Crows, pheasants, chickens, vultures, whatever. What do you lot think? Should we go try checking that tree out?
Well, seems to be a lead, or at least something right now.
Alright, so, you all head into the Gargantuan tree.
A little apprehensively, but yeah.
Alright.
At least for Talos' sake.
You all know that in order to reach the tree, you have to leave the city proper itself. So, you all proceed to make your way towards the main gate. And as you do, a couple of vultures kind of hold up their hand as they look at you.
Halt right there. Where do you think you all are going?
Go find something better to do with our time since you won't let us help with the investigation for our missing friend?
Now that is Vulture's business.
Hence why we're trying to leave the fucking city. Can we leave?
Yeah, you've been very uncooperative. All we want to do is help.
We appreciate you wanting to help, but we're on the verge of a pandemic here. We have to ensure that everyone is being safe and staying within the city limits.
Yes, but that also doesn't prevent us from helping you with the investigation.
Yes, and I believe that this Kesk wanted us to check out something with the tree.
The tree?
He kind of like stops and goes over to a logbook and double checks.
I do have here that Dr. K had indicated that he wished for someone to go investigate the tree. Something about a potential source of cleansing of some kind. We dismissed at the time, and as we did not have any personnel that we could sacrifice to send to the tree. It seems to be doing just fine on its own.
Hey, well, now we've come into the picture. Dr. K has asked us personally to go take care of this for him. Seeing as this city is in more need of personnel than can provide, we figured as an adventuring company, we could go provide him a service.
Well, if this was a personal request from Dr. K, we simply have to double check to ensure that none of you are infected first.
Oh well.
Mel's gonna turn into a ghost and just walk through the fucking door. He's not having any of this at this point.
Soren's gonna stealth and try to get past him too.
I mean, you could try to get past him, Soren, but the drawbridge is currently down.
He's been able to squeeze through shit, man.
A drawbridge, that means it's a moat. How well can you swim with this little arm?
He sees as you're starting to crawl and go towards it, he's like,
I can see you, you know. There's not a whole lot of places you can hide, and what in the hells was that?
as he pointed at the ethereal form of Milo just phasing through the door.
As you see Milo go through the door, Milo will just take his hand through and give him a one-finger salute.
Talos just
look at him and say,
rubs
"You
his
do not
face.
see me? You not see me at all?"
They're he's quite determined to assist Dr. K. Like, Talos is just like that. Look, like this is what I like. Talos like this is what is I consider normal at this point.
We shall be reporting that to Dr. K. In the meantime,
They kind of go to each of you and wave their hands. You feel a bit of spark of magic kind of overflow onto your body for a second before they kind of step back and go.
you appear to be clean. We do not detect any sort of disease or poison in your system. Open the door,
Oh, thank you.
And
Yes,
Robert
right,
proceeds to. And you see a familiar crow at the end of the drawbridge kind of looking back curiously, especially seeing the ghostly form of Milo as he phased through the drawbridge and then the drawbridge phased through him.
We're going to have to check in when he returns, by the way.
You can fucking catch me!
If you're not careful, we'll lock you up. We have means of quarantining even the most distasteful of spirits.
You can lock yourself up.
I've broken out of plenty of jails, I can do it again. Now, if the rest of my party can leave and we can get on our way, please.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Talos starts making his way over the bridge.
You'll make your way over the drawbridge where you see the one crow that regards you all goes.
Good afternoon. Have you already finished up your business? It's unusual to see people come and enter and leave the city so soon.
Not quite, but I've been sent out on the personal task by Dr. K.
Oh, how honorable. I imagine it must be of the utmost importance.
He wants us to check out the tree. I point over toward the direction of the tree with the water coming out of it.
Oh, the gargantuan tree. Yes. Provides a lot of source of clean running water for the surrounding area.
Yes, he wanted us to investigate possible source of and possible something that might be able to help him cleanse things. Not quite sure.
Educated of it. If there's something there that, I suppose, if there's something there that cleansed the water, perhaps I can see his hypothesis. If there's something there that cleanses the water, perhaps it can cleanse the body and spirit. Dr. K, just as brilliant as ever. So, carry on. I'll continue to hold the post here, and once you return, I'll have them raise the drawbridge to let you back in.
Very well, thank you.
Wait, whatever
How was it?
for or horses?
Did you want to use them?
I don't know how far away it is. I just thought about
Like,
that as soon as we left the
yeah.
city. Sorry.
Yeah, if it's a decent away, it'd probably be better to take the horses.
Maybe approximately
get
about like 2-3 miles away.
No, we should be fine then.
Yeah.
I mean, the horses were stored within the side of the city walls, and that would require additional paperwork.
Boy. I hate paperwork. So it's better start marching.
Alright, so as you all proceed to kind of follow along the moat, you see that the walls, they look rather sturdy, able to withstand, easily withstand any basic assaults, though you can tell that it wouldn't be able to handle the worst of the worst if it came down to it. But being this deep in the woods, it's obvious that clearly it shouldn't be getting that bad. And as you continue to proceed and make your way along the side, you eventually come to the back side of I should say the easternmost side of the city, and you see that there's one good large stream that is coming forth from the gargantuan tree. And from best you can tell, it is a massive sized tree, and the waters flowing through from it are burbling and gushing with a good energy. And I will say, as you were walking by, you do know that from the walls there are sticking out from it several different water mills and other paddles of sorts that seem to be harnessing the power of the flowing water for whatever is going on inside. You all proceed to continue along, following the source of the water, getting closer and closer. After a couple miles walk, you find yourself at the base where some pretty massive roots are going through the ground. The tree's easily standing over 100 feet tall. The base of it's wide enough that you're not quite sure how wide it is, but it definitely seems to be at least a couple 100 feet wide, easily able to house a decent number of people if they were to enter. And you can see that leading up into the trunk of the tree where the water's flowing, it looks as if there have been some construction made. You see what looks like indication of some stonework as well as some wood.
Recognize any of the stonework there, Dane?
Gotcha, Dane. Yeah, Dane, if you wanted to, you could roll a history check, if not something you want to do otherwise. 19. As Dane proceeds to look at the stonework and whatnot, he kind of looks at you all and says, "Hey, Certainly not dwarven work. This here appears to be something of elven make.
Hmm.
Very old. Hard to say, it could be almost as old as this tier 3. And as you kind of proceed to look, the water continues to flow out very steadily, very cleanly. And as you look into where the entrance is to the inside of the tree, you can almost see what almost looks to be like a slight bluish glow coming from within. So, what are you doing? Hello, am I still here?
Yes,
Sorry. Talos is gonna start kind of looking around a little bit, like in the area. See if you might notice.
As you proceed to kind
Eddie.
of look around, you see that to the west of you, where you just came from, is obviously the main part of the city, of which it kind of made itself around a moat, which you're not sure if the moat was naturally made or unnaturally. And as you kind of proceed to look around, you're definitely deep within the forest. Very, very old part of the forest. Sorry, I'm setting something else up real quick. Just checking my notes. Alright. Yeah. It's a very old part of the forest, and as you look around, you can tell that not a whole lot of people have been over in this area as of late. It seems to have not been really used too much. Nothing but the sound of the burbling water can be heard.
Talos is definitely going to be starting to start walking around the area.
As you make your way around, you perceive a very old scene. You make your way, I assume, up to the entrance of the trunk. As you do, there's a bit of a cool breeze coming from it, and the warmer air from the forest around kind of mixes, and you're presented with what almost looks like a foggy veil that is at the entrance of the tree's trunk, only separated when it gets close to the flowing water that carries the mist away along the edge of the water, making looking inside difficult, but it is clear that it is definitely something blue and glowing within.
I'm gonna turn back to the others and shrug and might as well go in.
Hey, no time like the present.
How big is the entrance? actually?
I would say like there's about 5 feet of clearance on each side that one can walk, as the water itself gushing out is probably about 30 feet wide.
Hmm. Alright, Talos is gonna definitely have to duck through, with him being a bit taller.
So, yeah, there's about like roughly anywhere between 5 to 7 feet height from the edges where you're having to walk. Is like think of it like a bit of a dome entrance, where it's a little bit higher in the middle, where clearly the water is sometimes eroded away at the wood to make it a little bit wider in the center, whereas on the sides it's more long. And as you all are kind of walking like alongside the water's edge, like the flow of the water is steady enough that it's plenty of splashing occurring, and a lot of your feet are starting to get a little wet from the residual water just kind of jumping up and catching you.
A little bit wet in here. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
And as you proceed to continue making your way in, you get to a point where like it's very dark aside from at the end of this like small tunnel. You can see this faintly ethereal blue glow of light, where you see that to help with some of the travel, you see that there has been some wood construction of a kind of a bit of a gangplank made up. Several different long boards of woods, trying to make a boardwalk, but you see that is kind of decrepit and falling apart over time. And as you kind of make your way across of it, you see that as the trunk opens up wider, where within it's very kind of foggy, misty, and before you all is quite a sight.
As we go into there, I'm gonna take out the drift globe and have it set to like a lantern light as we go into the trunk.
As you all have a pretty decent view of the area around you, you see that there's lots of water flowing down below you. And you see before you, along with some glowing like blue lights, you can see what almost looks like the epitome of the water source right here, flowing and somewhat flowing down into the area around you before flowing out of the tree. It almost looks as if like there's some like what you recognize as elven stonework here, Dane, as it almost looks like a bit of a temple of some kind.
Hey, the ancestors, what is this place?
At this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
Hmm.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, everything's fine.
I thought I disconnected again for a second. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. And oh, dang, I don't think. Why doesn't it fix that for you, Soren? Give me a second. Soren, there you are. Boop. There we go. Boop. Okay. Alright. Oh. Man. Sorry. It seems that you might need to work some on the updating of the tokens thing, because I dropped these down, which is supposed to make this quicker, and yet instead, for some reason, it has your old HP on there. There we go. Okay. Alright, so you all should be good now, I believe. Alright, you have free run with the cabin.
Woo.
So, what do y'all do?
Dane's gonna wander towards the structure.
As you wander towards it, there's a nice, cool air that floats all around you, even as the warm air mixes to create this fog that you're in. It's fortunately not thick enough that it blinds you, but especially with the drift globe that Talos is providing. But the ethereal blue glow of what looks almost to be like some sort of crystals within each of these braziers before you provides enough of an illumination glow that it's easy enough to kind of see in here. As you look at the structure before you, you can see what almost looks like remnants of the ones that were here before. You can see clearly some pots, some bowls, parts of the structure that this place clearly served as something. You're not quite sure exactly what. As the rest of you all just proceed to stick down by the water as Dan continues upwards. And as you continue onward, Dane, are you looking for anything in particular?
Sort of just trying to determine just how old the structure is, but also just looking at the stonework in general. Like, I'm trying to see if it's around the same age as, say, like, the pyramid over in Anadra Cool.
And as you kind of have a good look, you can in fact determine that yes, this does appear to be about as old as the pyramid and what would have been the old Feywoods. And definitely elven structure. Everything that you're looking at is like a bit more of a primitive form of an aqueduct that you've kind of seen some other places use. Obviously over in Blackspire you don't quite have something like this. You get your source from something else, but you do know that your people have created similar aqueducts to help with the continuing flow of lava for a lot of the forges and to help with the creation of many of your tools. And so you can definitely tell that this is an ancient elven aqueduct.
Well, this is certainly interesting.
As you kind of go forward, Milo, you can sense, even without even check, some of the magical energy emanating from this place. You see on the floor before you what almost looks to be like blue glowing runes. Damaged a little bit in time in some places, but still glowing there. Above the stairs before you, you can see what almost looks to be the visages of dragons, almost seemingly like pouring out water into what looks like some basins that then proceed to flow down throughout the rest of the aqueduct area and then eventually into the...
Can I roll an Arcana to see what the runes are on the ground?
Go for it. 14. As you take a look, unlike many other runes that you normally see that have more of a draconic wording to them and draconic visage, this one seems to be almost more elvish in a way. Like a combination of elvish and draconic. And as you take a look, it's hard to determine exactly what these are, but you can recognize some that definitely seems to be like indicating that some transmutation properties here.
Tim, this thing here, do we actually see that? Is that actually there, or is that more of just a visual thing?
This here?
Yeah.
Yes. That is what appears to be something that the water seems to be flowing through before the water itself, like, it seems to be like almost churning and like spinning in whatever whirlpool basin this is, before eventually making its way up through this visage here, and eventually pour down into these basins. It almost seems to be something that's controlling the flow of water.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to make a nature check on this?
Go for it. "13. As you take a look at this, like, it obviously is unnatural. Like, water doesn't naturally, like, work like this. And as you look around, you can see, like, with some of the runes around that, and obviously the construction, that whatever's happening here was definitely intentionally made, like, humanoid made. Definitely not naturally occurring by nature. And as you look at this water, there's something off about it. Like this swirling pool of water.
Well,
Mm.
I might do another roll after whatever you guys want to do.
I'm gonna roll a religion check on those dragons. See if anything pops up that. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you're just plagued with bad luck today.
And I have no more lucky charges either.
And as you kind of look at these dragons, like their iconography, their visage, you don't know.
Pretty dragons.
You don't know what's going on with these things.
What in the heck is going on here?
And the higher up you get, the closer you get, the more, like, the resounding flow of water is just deafening up here. It is loud, it is moving, like... It's like if you've ever been near Niagara Falls, like, this is the kind of noise you're hearing.
Okay, where's my character? Because every time I try to move my character... Yeah, I'm trying to move my character, and instead it's moving everybody else's name tags. Let me reload my page.
Yeah, I moved you up.
I'm gonna reload
roll an
my page.
Arcana for this sphere of water.
Yeah, go for it.
Dane's also gonna help. Oh, never mind. Dane is not.
Are you sure about that?
This makes a lot of sense. As you both kind of look at this, there's something alien and unknown about this. Like, it is so ancient and unknown that, like, you're not sure what is happening with this. It is very unfamiliar. It's a swirling, like, vortex of water, and, like, there's just something odd about it that you can't quite pick up on.
Okay, there's definitely something going on with this screen here.
You should be up there by Soren right now, Talos.
Yeah, like something's up with my screen. It's not... Something's going up with the map on my end.
I mean, I do have some animation going on.
That might be it.
Is anyone else having any issues with that?
Yeah, because again, it's not letting me move my character, it's only letting me move the name tags, but it's grouping all of our name tags together.
That is odd.
And anytime I try to shrink the screen, it messes everything up.
I'm not sure why. That is very odd.
Yeah.
Well, are you able to still ping?
Nope, because I can't. Every time I try to move the screen, the screen freaks out.
Like, you can't just click and just hold to ping?
Did anyone else see that?
where were you pinging?
Up on the face of the dragon.
Try again. Not seeing
Nope.
anything. Are you able to see our pings here?
Nope.
That's very strange. No. We'll try continuing verbally for you until like it either fixes itself or something changes. I'll try to help by getting rid of this fog down here, maybe. See if that helps. Did that help in anything?
Nope.
Okay. Oh.
It's like the map itself, anywhere like over where originally it showed all the water, it's no longer showing that on my map. I can only see the head of the dragon, and if I try to zoom out, it like brings me to the top corner of the map.
Yeah, that's not ideal. I'm afraid I don't quite know what to do for that. No. So, was there anything that you wanted to do, Talos?
I was gonna try to see if I can roll a history check. See if any of the iconography pops into mind.
Alright.
From any of the books that I might have picked up.
Go ahead and roll history. Ooh, not 20. Good lord.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Finally, I roll something.
As you're looking around at all this, like, it definitely, like, you've been to a few, like, big cities and everything else, and you know for any sort of civilization to prosper, it needs water. And a lot of the iconography you're seeing around here indicates, like, strong visages of life, of water, of essentially rebirth, and a lot of it seems focused towards the center where this vortex is located. And as you're taking a look around, you don't know exactly what is up with these dragons, but you can easily see that they're definitely the conduits where the water is flowing from and ending up in the basins, which is then flowing down and out of the tree.
Whoever built these structures, they definitely seem to worship these. I kind of wave my hand up to the pictures of the dragons.
Yeah, he definitely looks like it.
Still, I'm surprised. Like, why would why would this Dr. K want us to come and disturb trying to disturb the system here? Granted, I understand it. Like at least I think I understand the message of trying to find something to cleanse, but I'm gonna pull out his book and try to see if there was any notes that might have pertained to this as well.
Do an investigation check. Earlier section of it that you kind of skimmed across, you reread it as, upon having first made my way to the city, I did take note, much as my research about the moat coming from the giant tree. Eventually, I would like to go investigate this tree further to see the source of this water, as there's something magical about it I can't quite tell.
I'm gonna actually, let me see. Well, let me first see if I have it actually prepared or not. Bells.
While he's doing that.
No, I do not have it prepared. Damn.
Anyone else doing anything?
I was gonna cast Detect Magic, but I still do have Detect Good and Evil on, though.
I have Detect Magic. Would Talos share his inclination with Dane?
Oh yeah, like I basically kind of be speaking it out loud to everyone. I'm kind of like pacing, walking back and forth, looking at the stuff and looking at the book.
That's fair. Yeah, in that case, Dane will cast Detect Magic to try and help Talos out.
You feel like a strong magical essence all around you, specifically focused on that swirling pool of water before you. As you kind of like focus and concentrate on it, let's see, does it say... Oh, it's just Detect Magic, not the other one. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around a visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and learn its school of magic, if any. Which, as you are looking at this particular... pool of magic, you're definitely seeing some strong transmutation magic, as well as some a mixture of some abjuration and conjuration. A little bit of enchantment. It's a combination of many different, like, you're looking at the runes and you're seeing the runes that are adding to, like, all of this, and essentially an epitome into the center here.
Well, that's interesting. Looks like all these runes on the floor here are different magic runes, and they all appear to be condensing right into this center point here.
Huh. That's peculiar.
I will say the
I doubt it's
strongest
gonna
of this
do
magic,
anything.
the strongest of the magic that you're sensing is definitely abjuration, though.
Yeah.
I doubt this is gonna do anything, but I'm gonna try Arcana on it.
Go for it. Anything you're looking for in particular?
If, like, what exactly this might be doing.
It's hard to tell, especially with the information given. You're looking at this, you're not quite sure why anyone would go to these great measures to do this. It is rather odd.
Didn't they say this is, like, around here is where the water gets purified or something?
They did.
Oh, I wasn't talking in character, but yeah, I'll take that. Oh, did he leave?
Keep going, keep going.
Well, I honestly I doubt it, but do you think this is the thing purifying their water?
Maybe.
It looks like it's a high possibility. And if this is what is purifying their water, makes sense why Kesk would want to, well, to have it. But I don't want to. I don't know the ramifications, or even how to even begin trying to move this. But I don't know the ramifications. If we actually do move it, what's going to happen?
For all we know, it might be very fragile.
Agreed. I don't want to try. I don't think it would be wise to try to to disrupt this whatever this is. We need a wizard.
Varys would probably know what this is and what to do.
I still don't feel.
Well, this very
comfortable.
thing here, so we gotta figure this out.
What are your thoughts, Milo? On your travels, you see anything that might look like this?
Nope.
Hmm.
This is noon to all of us.
Aye, that it is.
Talos walks up and like kind of like just gingerly places his hand on the figure of the dragon, just like out of curiosity. See if he can get a.
It is incredibly cool to the touch, as you almost feel the vibration as the water is flowing through like this statue of a dragon and into the basin to your left.
It's a remarkable feat of engineering. Talos is like kind of now looking out at the water, thinking.
Is this around the area where we're supposed to be finding the plant for Kesk?
He described that somewhere within the great tree, which you're inside the great gargantuan tree, there was something there. He assumed that it might have been something like a crystal or something of that matter. He hadn't seen it himself, but something that was being used to help purify the water that he could then perhaps use as a focus to purify others.
Yeah, I'm gonna go looking for that, for anything other than this, see if anything else sticks out.
Alright, what are you perceiving, Milo?
I'm trying to look around this entire cavern for some type of crystal or something.
Alright. As you're looking around, you see what looks like some crystals within each of these braziers. You both see it, Soren and Milo. And as you kind of take a look, it gives off like a coolness that like you can pick one up and it just provides light, but you're not certain if these are like a crystal that he's looking for. Soren, eventually something catches your eye within the vortex itself with that 23. A nice shiny catches your eye, if you will.
Now, if this was Greyhound, he'd be losing his shit, but I mean, he's still curious about it. He's gonna head towards it.
As you look inside the vortex, in the center, in the water, you can see that there almost appears to be something blue, glowing, illuminating within the center of this, unmoving, just sitting there as the water flows around it.
Is there a big long stick Soren can grab around here?
With a 23 perception, I'll say, yeah, you're inside of a tree. There's going to be something. And as you look around, you also do see that there's like an old spear that was left behind somewhere.
All right, so I'm just gonna go pick up the old spear, and he's just gonna go over and try to poke it with poke that shiny thing with the spear, at trying his best not to let any of his body touch that whirlpool.
Go ahead and roll an attack to see if you can actually like poke it.
What modifier do you want me to do?
Let's see. Do you have like any? What's your like? I guess strength, or are you wanting to use dexterity based?
I would like to use dexterity.
Gotcha. Are you proficient with spears? Spears are a simple weapon, aren't they?
Let me see if I am proficient with that. Should take too long to check.
Let me see. Spears. Inventory.
Spear is a simple melee weapon.
Yep.
I am proficient with it.
Very nice. And just
That'd be a +9. Plus if I'm using the dexterity.
And for the spear, it's versatile and thrown. So unfortunately, it looks like it'd be strength based.
It. All right. So
So 1d20
Proficiency
plus your
modifier.
proficiency and strength. So 1d20 plus 7.
Yep. Damn man, let me try to figure this out. I can do it.
Okay.
A 9. Does a 9 hit?
No, as you, this water cascading is a little tall. You're in the combination of you trying to not, you thrust it and you just kind of overshoot a little bit as you don't even touch the water. You're just like, ugh!
Need some help?
You pull back prematurely.
Yeah, do you see that shiny thing in the middle of the whirlpool?
Let me roll perception real quick. One sec.
Would I be able to give them advantage by helping them?
Yes, because you're pointing
As
it out.
I'm pointing it out. Nice. Okay.
24. As he points it out, you look and you do see, like, not moving in the center of this whirlpool, kind of sitting at the bottom, and you see what looks to be a decent size crystallized gem that's glowing blue, kind of illuminating the whirlpool.
You're trying to get it out? Let's see.
Yeah. Do you guys think this is a good idea? I'm really just throwing stones into a pond right now. I'm not really. Whirlpool just sucks me in.
Grabs it like.
Well, you're doing stuff by the whirlpool, so you gotta be closer.
What are you talking about? You don't know that Soren has psychic powers. He's able to go wee wee wee.
Maybe I can swim down there and get it. Do have
Isn't
my
this a
gloves.
whirlpool? You sure that's a good idea?
No, tell us before you do anything. Let me try something.
Okay. Talos takes a bit of a step back to make room.
And we know the crystal's in there? Is that correct?
It has
Yeah,
been
the
pointed
crystal's
out
in the middle.
and confirmed by Talos, so everyone can see it at this point.
Okay, Milo's gonna cast Mage Hand and try to grab it.
Alright. As you cast Mage Hand, you watch as it kind of floats into the water, not even splashing, and you feel it grip it, and you start to try and pull, but you feel resistance. What is the weight limit on Mage Hand?
Let me look that up real fast.
Is that 5 pounds?
Think so.
Yeah, that or 10 pounds. I can't remember. Let me see.
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Oh.
You all see as he's beginning to pull the Mage Hand, you see the crystal kind of jostle a little bit. Just... Well, ultimately, it does not seem to become dislodged. The size of the crystal is pretty decent. It's probably about the size of a dragon's egg. Well, that's not a good example.
I was gonna say, that's really nothing we can
Ostrich
compare
egg?
to.
No, it'd be much bigger than an ostrich egg.
Ooh, oh gosh. Trying to think of something comparable.
Not a football. Let's say about the size of a basketball.
Okay.
Like a standard size basketball is about that size.
Okay. Oh dang, that has to be heavy then. Damn. Like now I'm thinking about it, especially if it's a crystal solid object like that. Damn.
And you can definitely tell that it's got to have some heft to it, indicating that because it's not moving in this vortex.
Soren's gonna go grab a rock and just toss it in.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a 1d20 plus 7. Well, or 1d20 plus your strength, I'd say, because you're proficient with throwing rocks with improvised weapons.
Soren is a tavern brawler.
Oh, so you would be.
A little learning. I'm learning a lot about this little Jermaine. It's like this tiny thing, but you get him pissed. I'm just imagining an oversized gerbil just.
So I'm throwing it. So wouldn't that be a range attack?
Yes, it would. And you are proficient, so you can add your proficiency to this.
Okay, so dexterity, or you still want me to use strength?
Dexterity this time.
Okay.
Since you're throwing a rock.
19.
Very nice. And as you take a rock and you'll watch as he kind of leaps into the air and baseball chucks it like boom! You watch as it actually hits the crystal and knocks it to the side a little bit. You hear through the water reverberating ping as the crystal just and it actually starts to spin around in the vortex a little bit.
Oh,
Does that mean the crystal's not causing the vortex?
It is now in the vortex.
Oh.
I pull out my grappling hook to see if I think we might be able to hook it with this.
I can give it a try. Would I be same roll if I were to grab the grappling hook and throw it at it?
Yeah, it'd be an improvised weapon.
I pass it over to him.
15.
The grappling hook.
That does indeed hit, and you watch as it kind of wraps around with the help of the whirlpool and latches onto the crystal. And you watch it feel as the rope is starting to, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet is slipping out of your hands.
I'm gonna try helping assisting and grabbing it.
Soren's starting to get put into it.
Would that be a strength check?
Yes. Athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
So all of us? Strength.
Oh god, at 20.
Howard just pushes Dane out of the way and grabs it single-handedly.
As all of you working together, you pull with all your might. You feel the rope become taut as you begin to pull it in. And as you do, you feel like Milo. Give me an Arcana check. A 6. You feel a little bit of a crackle in the air as you can feel the excitement of the boys as they're pulling this out. And as you continue pulling, you watch as the crystal finally dislodges and surfaces from the edge of the water. But as it does, you watch as the water, some water follows it.
Like my face, how his face goes from like under the mask and everything goes from a happy yeah, we did it to, wait, what?
Oops. Oh, that's not what I want.
Oh.
Sorry. As suddenly the water starts to take shape.
Oh, so we made a mistake. Well, shit.
And suddenly, standing before you, you see the visage of a very, very large thing as the crystal, suddenly the grappling hook shoots out from this water as this thing begins to look at you. As it does not look happy. As
Oh boy, I think we made a boo-boo.
I regret my decision.
As you hear an almost elemental As it's time for you all to roll initiative.
Oh boy. Wonderful.
The water is angry.
I think we've
Not
made
the
a.
spicy water I wanted today, guys.
I think that we made a bad decision. Like, I think we have made a mistake.
Alright, Soren, if I could have you give me your initiative.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And... Doop. Looks like Milo will be going first after the water elemental takes its lair action. Which, being free from its magical bonds, it proceeds to go in a straight line, and... Oh, yeah, this is gonna suck for you guys. Like a huge wave, it crashes upon you. I need you three to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I use acrobatics.
A dexterity saving throw.
Damn it.
Yikes.
None of you were expecting it.
I'm sorry, Soren.
Miles just sitting over here eating popcorn at this point.
Okay, what does this thing do?
All of you fail, and you proceed to take... Oh, wow, it rolled really low. You take 7 bludgeoning damage as you all are knocked prone, as you all are floating in this elemental now. And you are currently restrained.
And none of us are wearing our manta cloaks, so we're gonna drown.
Soren doesn't have a manta cloak.
Oh gosh.
You said 7 damage?
Yes, 7 bludgeoning damage. As it then proceeds to, like, you feel eyes suddenly upon you, Milo, as it ends its lair action there. As Milo, it is your turn.
Yay!
Oh
God.
no!
As you all begin to move
We are
in
in
vortex-like
danger.
fashion. So Milo, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure that out. Don't rush me. God. What does that do again? Fuck. Hold, please.
Yeah, don't worry, it's just us drowning.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Spin me, spin me.
Thank God the amount of time me sitting here trying to figure out what to do doesn't affect you guys.
Oh god, now that you know what's stuck in my head now? The drowning sound effect from Sonic. Yeah.
God, it gives me anxiety every time I hear that.
Oh, one of my friends had that as their freaking.
Sonic.
One of my friends had that literally as their phone's alert tone. Anytime they got any kind of alert on their phone, it would start off, and it was like everyone in the room would just stare. That or it would be the Pokemon Red and Blue, either Ruby and Sapphires, or one of the other games. Their Pokemon like low health sound.
I'm assuming a 11 doesn't hit.
Now, as you rush up to it and slash at it, you feel yourself it is a strange sensation because you've never really fought water before, and as you try to strike at it, you almost feel the water deflect your blade off of it. As you get a little water splash on your face.
I'm just gonna look at it and be like, you son of a bitch. Actually, wait, hang on. Oh, that's an action. Crap. Never mind. Well, alright. Does a 17 hit?
It does indeed.
Cool.
Tentacle blade. I think I missed something.
You got that.
I've
from
had this for a
Vortex.
while.
Ah, gotcha.
As you take the tentacle blade and you proceed to kind of stab it in and catch some of the water, you see some of it splash outside as the water kind of agitates a little bit. As that is a magical blade, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. Yes, it definitely feels that.
That's my turn, I suppose.
Alrighty. As Dane, it comes to you. You're spinning in a vortex of water, and you're currently kind of restrained. So what are you doing, Dane? Are you still here,
My
Dane?
apologies. Yes, my apologies. I stepped away for a second.
And it's your turn. You're currently restrained by the water elemental as you're in a vortex within it.
May I do an attack action to try and break free?
It wouldn't be to break free, but you could certainly try attacking it. You are, well, hang on. You're restrained. What does that do again? Let me just double check that condition. Your speed becomes 0 and you can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Attack rolls. Okay, so your attack rolls would have disadvantage.
Okay.
So you could attack, but it'd be with disadvantage.
How would one break free?
You could try to make a strength check.
Just straight strength?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Natural 20. Alright, where do you pop out of? You can pop out within 5 feet of the elemental.
I'll pop out over here.
Alrighty. You manage to kind of steady yourself, and when using your arms, you breathe, and you can breathe again as you use your action to leap out of the elemental.
As a... I can't use a bonus action to pull one of the others out, can I?
No.
I think I'm just gonna end my turn here.
Alrighty. And as we get to the elemental, it looks as you have escaped. You just hear a deep rumbling, almost as if the sound of like you would hear at the deepest part of the ocean. Let me roll a d6 to see if it gains that back. It does not. And it's going to proceed. You watch as it proceeds to. It proceeds to agitate itself. As I need Talos and Soren to make a strength saving throw. Ooh, very nice. Oh, no. Well, as for you, Talos. Let's see. You are thrown out of the water elemental, Talos.
I just clang on the floor.
9 damage. That's right.
Yes, and you take 9 damage from it. So you take 9 damage, Talos, for you get shunted out. Soren, you take the 9 damage, but you also are now grappled as well, as you are currently restrained and unable to breathe. So you have a number of turns equal to your Constitution modifier before you start to drown. Creature within 5 feet of the elemental can pull a creature or object out of it by taking an action and making a strength check to succeed. And as we're doing this, as it has just done that, and purged one from it, it's going to proceed to, now that it has a good hold of Soren here, it's going to proceed to try and slam at you, Milo, as a gush of water comes out with an 18 to hit.
It would not hit.
As you kind of step back as a splash of water comes out as it angrily just... As Soren, it is now your turn. You're currently restrained and grappled.
Use acrobatics to get out of this. Or do I have to use strength?
I'm afraid with this being water, you're going to have to use strength because it is just so strong.
Can I use athletics?
Yes. Woo! You also use your action, and you manage to also shoot yourself out of the water elemental. Whoosh!
And I'm gonna dash as my bonus action. 5, 10. Actually, how much can I run?
Does a 20 hit you?
I'm gonna disengage, actually, instead of dash.
Ah, okay.
I've seen the errors of my ways.
A splash of water comes and slaps down on you, trying to prevent your escape as you nimbly dodge out of the way.
Okay, it is... Where's the fuck is the movement? Is it actions?
Man, it's been rolling really bad on its damage die there.
10, 15, 20, 25, 35. Alright. That is my turn.
Alrighty, and Talos, it is your turn, as you're currently prone on the ground. What does Sir Talos Shax do?
Oh boy, let's see. So Soren's no longer in the elemental, right?
Nope.
Talos is gonna do what comes natural with it. It's like creature made of water. Eat lightning, bitch. He's gonna use his breath attack on it.
Alright, needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It will indeed make it. It takes half damage.
Yep. So half of
Ooh,
22, so
You rolled
11.
really well there.
It does still take 11 damage.
As you... are you shooting in a straight line, by the way?
Yes.
Like... Are you aiming at Milo?
No.
I mean, that would be a straight line.
Well, I thought you were talking about the way that the well, actually, first off, I'm gonna move first, obviously, because I can't really see where everyone's placed right now. So I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Okay, just want to make sure because it's like so.
Yeah, because
and...
like I've been trying to reload my page for the past 15-20 minutes and it's still nothing.
I gotcha. As you just all you see this electricity coursing through this, like kind of bouncing off the crystal within as it. As you use your action for that, what are you using your bonus action for?
Bonus action. Let's see. Give me just a moment. Bonus action, I am going to use my Shield of Faith on myself.
Very nice. As you kind of pound your chest, a nice heavenly glow for Bahamut begins to envelop around you.
Right, and it's gonna be my turn.
As Milo, it is now your turn.
Woo. Does a 15 hit?
It does indeed.
Wow. Now, since Talos is behind it, I have flanking, correct?
Yes, you technically would. As you kind of jump at it and slash and...
And does a 20 hit as well?
It does indeed. As you deal a total of 37 points of damage to it. As you take out some chunks of water from it as it just agitates very angrily. Is that your turn?
That's my action and bonus action, so yes, sir.
Alright, as Dane, we get to you.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try and smack the water.
Alright, smack that water.
Does a 13 hit?
It does, in fact, not hit. It is just under.
Damn.
As you splash at it, I was thinking, oh, do you have flanking? Nope, you don't technically have flanking.
What about a 29? Does that
That
hit?
does indeed hit.
Takes 15 damage.
Ooh. As you slash at it again, a bit of heat of radiance come out as some of the water evaporates as you hit it. As you
Well,
definitely dealt a hefty blow to it.
and that is going to be my turn.
Alrighty. And so with that, we get to its turn. I need to roll a couple of dice for it to see if it regains some of its abilities. Ooh, and it does indeed regain both. Oh boy. And I didn't quite like what you did there, so it's going to proceed and use its one ability. Surging Wave. As it's going to proceed to try and envelop you two. As it crashes upon you, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, both of you.
Alright. Dexterity saving throw, you said?
Yep. Ooh.
No.
You fall prone as you get enveloped into the water elemental as you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Like internally, like, oh god, no, not again.
No, 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 no! Like you're attacking the waves on a beach. Dane, a dexterity saving throw from you.
That was 19 points, right?
Yes, 19 points. Dane, you there? Dane.
Healer?
Yeller.
I see he's still in the call. Hopefully he didn't get muted. No, in any case, from here, yeah, it says it got both back and has multi-attack. It's going to use its other ability here, and I'll need you to make a strength saving throw now, Talos.
Alright.
Ooh, you do in fact make it, so you don't take the extra damage, but you will take, yeah, you'll take half of 19, so that'll be 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you get shunted out of the water. And you land prone on the ground.
Oh. cough, just like barfing up water.
Are you there yet, Dane? Alright, well, interest.
I'm back, sorry.
Oh, there it is. I need you to make a dexterity and then a saving throw.
Dex save, alrighty.
Ooh, you just made it. You get pushed back 5 feet. And you don't take the extra damage.
I was gonna say, was there any damage? Because
Nope, you don't take any damage. As like the water's pushing and trying to envelop you, you kind of hold your shield out as you feel the water push you back. And you're like, ah! Whoosh. As you kind of pushed up against the basin where the water elemental was being sealed away, as it just. As it is now Soren's turn.
Owen Moonbowie. Alright. What am I gonna do with this situation? Huh. Does it change this? Oh, yes it does, okay. Not that one. Sorry, give me 1 second.
You're fine, you're fine.
Am I? Am I really?
No, hurry up.
Now.
Okay. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians at 5th level.
Ooh. That's a 15-foot radius.
Yes it is.
Bomb.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25. And it'll have to make a wisdom saving throw of 17.
I'm about to say 7. Whoa.
Yeah. 17.
It made an 18.
That means it takes half damage, or does it take
Yes,
no damage?
I believe it takes half damage.
Gotcha.
yes, half damage.
One of
Yarn.
Dave's favorite spells. For good reason.
Alright. 5d8. Any modifiers? Nah, this one. Okay, 5d8. Whatcha? 19 damage, so 8 damage.
Ooh, boy. That'd be 9 damage.
Yes, I knew that, obviously. I was just testing you.
Of course, of course. And so,
Yeah.
as your hands with shovels start to come out of the ground and begin bashing at the elemental, you see as it
No, it is bunch of skeletons come out of the ground.
bunch of
Theory of
skeletons
skeletons.
come out and they begin shoveling water off of the elemental.
Yes, and now I'm going to hide.
You can try. Maybe with a disadvantage. Ooh, 25 is still pretty good. And... yeah, it doesn't quite see you. As it is now Talos' turn.
Listening
Alright,
to whispering music right now.
so I do have to take a moment to get up, to stand up, don't I?
Yeah, just like half your movement.
Alright, so it's gonna take that to get back up. Ugh. And Not sure how much it's gonna take, but like, how close? Again, since I can't really see, how close am I to the elemental?
You're about 5 feet away from it.
All right, I'm gonna take it first. I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm gonna chug one of my big boy potions. Let me see, which one do I want to use? I'm gonna chug one of my potions of superior.
Alrighty, go and roll for it.
So that's 8d4 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
One sec. Let me just get that in there.
Whew, you take 31 points of healing damage.
Alright, one sec.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo. 31. Back up to 145. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a swing with my warhammer.
Alright, go for it.
The 29 hit.
Definitely hits.
Alright. And then the additional
Swoosh.
radiant.
Ooh,
So it's 17.
very nice, very nice.
Alright. See if I can see if it'll work for the second hit. 21.
That hits too.
That's another 17 points of damage.
Whoo, boy, you are dealing it.
That's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty, as Milo, we get back to you at the top of the turn order.
Very well. Oh wait, fucking need to move first. My bad.
You swing and then you
did-
move. You miss. You hit the air.
It was a lunge attack. Don't worry about it.
A 17 will in fact hit. As you
Very nice.
lunge and hurrah!
Then 20. I'm assuming hits,
Yes, it does.
and that be my turn.
You deal another 12 points of damage as you slash into it. Whoosh! Wah! And it's a very strange sensation. Like, I know how many of you have ever, like, for fun, just punched at or, like, slapped the water. And that's essentially kind of what it feels like, is you're just like... Psh, psh, psh. As it is now back to you, Dane.
Alrighty. First off, I'm gonna move, skirt around the edge of it to get next to Milo, and then I'm gonna hit it.
Go for it. Swing, bada bada. Oh, you just hit it.
Just hit. Alrighty.
We just met his 8C.
Take 16 points.
Another 16.
And then another 17.
As you take out chunk of water from this thing, as you see it's starting to get smaller and smaller.
Very nice. And my turn.
Alright, it is now its turn, as it is going to proceed and see if it reloads. It does not reload on that one or that one, so it is down to its basic attacks as it looks at you both and it doesn't appreciate what you're doing. And it's going to proceed to slam attack you both. One at you, Dane, as it slams at you for a 24 to hit, and one at you, Milo, for a 20 to hit.
Alrighty.
Does
That
hit
hits.
Dane?
Unfortunately, it meets it beats.
Oh. So it deals 16 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Dane, and 17 to you, Milo, as two waves of water just crash upon you, as it almost looks like it raises two fists and as you feel the sting of water on you.
So, seeing as this attacked Milo as well, can I use my reaction to smack him?
Yep. And that does hit.
Another
As
14
you
points.
retaliate with another blow as you splashing water around. As it is now your turn, Soren.
I'm also gonna use Uncanny Dodge as well to have that.
Sounds good. There's 17, half of that will be 8.
Yep.
5, 10. Nah, just 5. And I'm
Another wisdom saving throw. 17.
17 does meet, so it beats.
Alright, so it takes half.
Yee.
Alright, roll that damage.
26.
Ooh, so it goes down to 13.
Yes.
As your skeletons chase after it and proceed to continue bash upon it.
No, they're all using their shovels to scoop water out of it.
Scoop, 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 scoop. Gotta scoop, scoop, scoop.
Well, there's always one. Just trying to figure. Oh yeah, there's always one skeleton trying to pickpocket whoever's in the zone.
Milo, you feel something trying to pickpocket you.
Get the fuck out of me!
You kind of shoo
Soren-
them away as you're like focusing. You feel something patting at you, and you're like, get.
I'm gonna turn and look directly at Torn and be like, I will end you and send you to those skeletons.
Stop all these! Get us back to the one. I'm sorry, don't hurt me.
Alright, is that your turn? You're just walking forward?
Yeah, I'm staying stealth, and I think if he has to try and find me, the stealth was.
And he tried
Where is it?
his perception already to see you as you were trying to hide, and he failed.
Oh, so he doesn't have to make it. He can't make any more.
No.
Okay, never mind. then.
Unless you make something very obvious, like an attack or something else. So, like, he can then try and make another perception against you. So you're holding your action?
Yep.
Alrighty. As Talos, we're back to you.
Right. Swing, bada, swing.
Chump. Ooh, natural 20.
Yeah.
You gonna do it? You gonna do it?
Yes, I am.
You're smiting? Ooh.
And let me do that, because that's with the damage from the hammer itself too, right? So let's see, we do the hammer's damage.
Yep.
Plus that extra radiant. And then I gotta roll the hammer, the divine smite again, right? Because it was
Everything gets doubled. Oh boy.
so let's see. Let me get my calculator. Let's see.
I guess, yeah, as I'm calculating this out, all I have to say is, how do you end this?
I just raise the hammer up, and just as like hard as I can, slam it like straight through where what would be the chest.
As you all see a blinding flash as you watch as the hammer itself, it makes connection with the water. And almost you see the heat from his divine smite parting the water, evaporating it as the hammer goes directly unfazed through the water until it strikes the crystal directly. And you watch as the crystal just pew shoots out of the water in between next to you, Dane, as it clatters on the ground behind you. And without the support of the crystal, you watch as the elemental just as it collapses onto the floor. A wave of water sweeping over you, and give me a strength saving throw there, Soren, as it sweeps down the stairs and into you.
Oh no. Strength. Come on with my little baby arms.
You feel yourself getting carried down the stairs by the water.
Oh no.
Until eventually it clears off once you hit down here, and you find yourself on your back, just soaking wet.
Skeletons keep on trying to run down and trying to grab him, but he just phases through them.
As combat is over, as the crystal glows with a blue light, just
Dane's gonna pick it up.
it's fairly heavy, about easily 20 pounds. As you kind of feel it, you almost feel a cleansing, purifying touch to it, a coolness, and even as you pick it up, you almost feel as if water is sloshing around in it, despite the fact that it looks and feels solid.
Is there still water kind of flowing down into the basins over here?
There is, but it is significantly lessened. It was more of a torrent before, but now it's more of a very slow flow.
Gotcha.
I really hope this wasn't the town's only source of clean water, if this was the source of clean water.
Guess we're gonna about to find out.
Yeah.
Talos is kind of looking around and realizing, I'll say it like what you noticed with the water as well. It's like kind of, oh boy. Hopefully whatever he'll need won't be too invasive and we can put the crystal back.
Hey, hopefully. It would not be good to save the town from plague, but then damn it to drought.
Agreed. With luck, we might be able to find out a bit more and see if those vultures found anything.
Hopefully they have.
I'm pretty sure the rest of you, but I don't have much trust for that Dr. K. Something about him just isn't right.
And crystal in hand, and a new objective before you, you all begin to leave the tree and make your way back to town. Watching as the flow water, which was a strong torrent gushing out of the tree, has settled itself down to a calmer, bubbling stream. Still flowing, but not nearly as powerful or as controlled as it was before. Now, more of a calm spring. As eventually you make your way back to the front where you see the tent town before Blackheart's Haven still there, as the crow at the front sees you all coming and gives you all a wave. And as you all make your way up to the drawbridge, ready to see what's next, that is where we're going to end the session for today. As you all get 1,000 experience points for roleplay and excellent combat.
Woo.
Be right back. As our heroes make their way back to Blackheart's Haven, having collected the crystal from the elemental within the tree, what repercussions will occur from this quest of theirs? Will they be able to find Varys? And what are the true intentions of Dr. K? Find out on the next exciting episode of The Adventures in Dundras.